All right, so somehow it happened again. I have acquired another massive lot of cards here. And when I say massive, this is a big lot of cards. So let's take a look at this. We got some bundle boxes. We got some more bundle boxes. Some more there. There's about 19 bundle boxes and then a small box there. That's about the same size. But wait, there's more. We have this. And all of this. There's 12 of these boxes. I think they probably hold about 1,500 cards each. A couple of long boxes here. In total, I want to say there's probably about 30,000 cards here. So yeah, it's a big lot. This one, it's a bit different than previous ones though, because this is the first time where this is a viewer that sold me his collection. I have purchased cards from viewers before, but those viewers that I bought from were my friends that watch my channel. But this time, there's someone that I'd never spoken with previously. He said he watches my videos and he sees that I do videos like this sometimes, and you know, would I like to purchase the bulk of his collection? So he was selling his collection. I imagine it was a rather large collection. He said that he sold all of the valuable cards, and this was what was left over. Would I be interested in it? So as he was telling me, this is kind of the leftovers, but the thing is those are the collections that I really like to get, because if I'm buying a collection and it's all, you know, itemized cards and people have the exact value of everything laid out, it's not really as fun to look through because you know everything that's there. But there's who knows what could be in here, right? And there are always interesting things that are left behind in collections like this. Like, I'll go through lots that I have multiple times, and you know, the third time I go through it, I still find things that I missed. So what I paid for this was 225 Canadian dollars. I feel like it's, you know, a pretty decent deal for me. We were both happy with the price. You know, the person that I bought this from, he's moving, he said, and he just kind of wanted to clear up space, was even considering potentially throwing some stuff away. So it's better to end up here than in the garbage. And if you're watching, I don't know if you want me to say your name on video, but if you're watching this, we had a very nice interaction. I was happy to meet you. You seem like a very genuinely cool dude, and thank you for contacting me. But yeah, let's start looking through this, I guess. So another quick look there. We're going to start with some of these bundle boxes. Some of these are organized very well. Like you can see here, blue, rares, and mythics. A lot of the other boxes are labeled with what's in them, you know, whether it's rare, mythic, common, uncommon, the type of color and things like that. So we'll start looking through them. Another thing I noticed is that for the rares and mythics, every single card is sleeved. That's honestly quite impressive. So we'll start looking through this, I guess. Let me move some stuff around. So I have had people contact me before, you know, people that have just watched my channel. I don't know them, asking if I want to buy stuff. But in the past, it's been things like, you know, someone wants to sell me their entire collection, like they have $10,000 worth of cards, and they're like, hey, you know, will you give me like $7,000 for it? Here's a list of everything that's in it. And that's not really what I'm looking to buy, because what makes this fun to look through is that I don't know what's in it, and also that's just too much to spend on a collection at once. So videos like this and the ones that I've done in the past are more fun, I think, where it's, you know, a large amount of cards. You don't know what's in it, but you're still going to find interesting things. So let's start. I see a Triskaideka file. Oh yes, one other thing. I believe there are over 2,000 just rares and mythics. There might be even more than that, but a lot of these bundle boxes are filled with just rares and mythics, so that's going to be pretty interesting. Actually, Triskaideka file is not a bad card. I'll put that in the things to pull out. For piles, what I'm going to make is, I think I'm just going to put a pile of stuff to pull out, and I'll deal with it after. I'll organize it better after we take a look through it. And this will most likely be multiple videos. This one I'm not sure about, but we'll check it. Same with any cards that I'm not certain about, I'll pull them out to check. But yeah, I think this is going to be multiple videos, because it's going to take a long time to look through this. So, you know, Maybe you're working, you can put this on in the background and have a nice long video to listen to. Let's see. Yeah, these are all rares and mythics. Dang, holy crap. This I don't know. Grazilax I know is not bad. That's kind of cool. Laboratory Drudge, probably not. Psi, maybe. Schema Thief, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that card before. Spectral Arcanist. So there's going to be a lot of commander cards, I think. They're not all commander cards, but a lot of them are going to be. Okay. There's a mythic. It's not particularly good, but you know, mythic from Midnight Hunt. There's a great shark there. Yeah, I can already tell I'm gonna have a lot of fun looking through this. Zombie. So I don't think this card is like. I don't think a whole lot of people play it, but I've always thought this card is really good. A zombie. So yeah, it's a 0/2 for 5. So those are terrible stats. But look at the ability: tap an untapped wizard, draw a card. You just do it. You know, that's the cost. You do it whenever you want. You can even do it's a wizard. It can tap to draw a card. Yeah, some stuff that's still in standard right now. Another one of this guy, just in case, sure. Chasm Skulker. I think it's been reprinted so many times that it's not so relevant anymore. Maybe Seafloor Oracle, actually. It's a pretty powerful ability. Malevolent Hermit's okay. I think this is a pretty good card. If nothing else, I'll take that out just because I like it. Yeah, every single one is sleeved. Okay. Hey, Imarith, that's cool. It's a mythic dragon. Oh, I'm also noticing, not only are these organized by color and rarity, look at this. They also, some of them seem to be alphabetized here. This is all of the ones that start with C. Wow. A lot of effort was put into this. It's going backwards. Okay, Allrund? That was pretty... No, wait, it was Allrund's Epiphany. That was pretty big for a while. The Fae of Wishes. It's probably still not bad. Mythic from Hour of Devastation. Honestly, I'm going to pull it out just to put in my binder, if nothing else, to fill in a mythic spot. Another Grazilax, that's alright. Sage of the Beyond, I don't know where that card's from. I mean, it's from a commander set. Don't know if it's a reprint. Talrand, no way. I have that one. Because I have all of them. Another cool mythic, Seagate Stormcaller. Lots of Cheriks. We have even more blue rares and mythics. I think this one was pretty good for a while, right? Because you would play it with what Archfiend of the Dross. It's probably nothing now. Hey, Jace from the dual decks. Another Jace, Mirror Mage. Telepathy, that's probably pretty good. Telepathy. Haunting Invitation, and this thing, we'll check it. So obviously there are going to be cards that I'm not certain about. If I pass by something, feel free to let me know in the comments. People always do, and it's very helpful. You know, people will be like, we'll put a time code and be like, you missed this card, it's worth whatever. And yeah, that's helpful. Bident I think is okay. Bident of Thassa. Check that. So this is one of my favorite cards to play in Commander, Stolen Identity. We'll check this thing. Still a lot of cards from Commander decks I'm not sure about there. This is a good mill card, right? No, wait, no, it's not. I was thinking of a different card. Okay. So that, yeah, lots of rares and mythics there. So as you can see, this box was not entirely full. Not all of the boxes are full. Some of them are less than half full, probably, but still pretty interesting to look through. So there's one box. We'll put that to the side. Which one next? This one has no label on it. I might have just knocked it off. Some of them are sleeved. Okay, so they're not all rares and mythics in this box. Fatal Push, that's good. Not much else there. Okay. What about these sleeved cards? There's a gelatinous cube. That's cool. Felix, wait, this is like almost brand new. This is from Thunder Junction. Interesting. Vihan, Narcy, Tesa's okay. Okay, so we got some clue stuff here. Commander Mustard, Foil Blast Zone. Interesting to find stuff this new. I guess the decision to sell, to stop buying cards and sell this was made pretty recently. A foil inspiring statuary. That card, that was kind of hyped for a little while. It's cool for a foil from Aether Revolt. That's when foils were still special. Put these here. It looks like this is just random stuff. Could be something interesting. A Reckless Impulse, that's good. 4 Pick Your Poisons, okay. So these kinds of cards, when I buy collections like this, these are kind of the main things that I'm expecting to find that kind of make it worthwhile, is good commons and uncommons that for some people they're not worth the time of taking out, but they add up and they make it worthwhile for me. I think that at least one of the boxes is full of various showcase lands, which is pretty good. Some of the styles of showcase lands are actually, they have some value, like a decent amount. Hey, Sakura Tri-Valor, that's good. This card's okay. Findhorn, okay, we got some interesting stuff. Soul Ring, those are all worth taking out. Atali, I don't know. Yeah, old school Hull Breach. I'll check it. It's cool. Yeah, these lands. There's a Sun Titan, Arcane Signet, Command Tower. I'm not going to take out the Command Tower. Chaos Warp and Generous Gift, though, is a card that I'm uncertain about, so I'll take it out. Frontier Warmonger, Solemn, sure. Doomscar, maybe. Wayfarer's Bauble, Felwar Stone. Not bad. I don't think I looked at that, did I? No. SRAM? Maybe. Yeah, Signets, Talismans, Mind Stones, all the Mana Rocks. Dispatch is good. It's a good uncommon. It's probably alright for elves. It's Skemfar Avenger. Elvish Clan Colors, okay, and Priest of Titania, nice. Just got reprinted in Modern Horizons 3, but still good. Another Fyndhorn there. So there's probably an elf deck here. Ah, Snowlands, yeah. Rogue's Passage. Well, yeah, sure, why not? Legolas. Go for the Throat's good. That's a good uncommon now because it's very played in Standard. Infernal Grasp, nice. These lands are pretty decent too from Dominaria United. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff in that one. So obviously I'm going to have to look through this multiple times. Like, that's what I always do, you know, after I make the video, as time goes on, I'll gradually just look through this again and find more stuff, and then later on do it again and find more stuff. You can never get it all the first time. It's 2 boxes down. Black rares and mythics, okay. Once again, all sleeved. Midnight Reaper's alright. Painseer, that was a hyped card. Because at the time there weren't really that many cards that did this Dark Confidant impression. This was one of the first ones. This is, oh wait, that's not it. There's a different card. Anyway. Yeah, when they first made those cards, people were like, oh, this is really close to Dark Confidant, which was really good at the time. I'll check this one. But it didn't. It wasn't as good as people thought. Jaren, maybe? It's a mythic. Shadowheart's cool. Karavak, this is good with the new Maha. It's Feathers Knight. Your opponent just can't have creatures when you have those 2 in play. Put this here for now. This is cool. It's probably not great, but it's a rare from Mercadian Masks, so I can put that in my Masks binder. What is it? Sloppity Bile Piper? From the Warhammer decks. Interesting. 3 of them. I have this is one of the commander decks that I have, Barackos Obama. It's quite good. I pair it with the Folk Hero black-white deck. This is alright. Arvinox. Drana? Maybe. Is Icarid still... Oh, it was good at one point. I think it still sees play in like Vintage Dredge or something. And Oversold Cemetery. I think that's probably alright. Man, Inquisition. How that card has fallen. It's basically bulk at this point. Sphere of Annihilation. Brink of Madness. It's from the list. That's cool. It's from the vault, Annihilation, I think. Okay. That's another random mythic. Profane Transfusion from Commander Legends. There's one, so I looked through a couple of boxes. There's one card that I saw that's actually quite good. I'll try to remember to point it out once I get to it, but yeah, I was surprised to see it left behind. Because it's one that has a decent amount of value. It might be in here, actually, green. I think it is. Let's see. I think this is okay, actually. Sprout back dredge. As a root channeler. This is a good ability as a root channeler. Thundering Nightmare, maybe. Old school Kyrian Dryad. Look at that art. Jugan. It's cool. Thresta. Some Mythic you don't really want to open when you open packs on Modern Horizons 2. This was big and standard. Werewolf pack leader. Elvish Clan Caller. It's okay. You know, Elf Lord. These are probably okay too. End Race Forerunners. I feel like I've probably passed by a couple of those. A Battle Mammoth. Some Murderous Gear Hulks. Yeah, more Forerunners. Does like a kind of a bad impression of a Crater Hoof Behemoth. Here it is. Dryad Arbor. That's the card I was referring to. I was surprised to see this left behind, because I believe this is like a $10 card. I imagine... Oh, I'll take this out. Imagine we're not going to find a whole lot of cards like that, but maybe there'll be a couple more. Return of the Wild Speaker is still good. It's worth taking out. This was big in standard Ranger class. It's not really anything anymore. It's one of those cards that was only good in standard. This is a Mythic Vivian from New Capenna. I'll check that just because I don't know it. Next, white non-creature rares and mythics. Wow, that's very specific. I guess there were too many rares and too many creatures in rare and mythic to put in one box. Had to separate them probably. Seraphic Greatsword, another mythic from Commander Legends. This was good for a long time, Savine's Reclamation. History of Manila, that was huge in standard. History of Manila is another card that was only really good in standard, but was it ever good? An old school rare. Sarah's Liturgy. Parhelion goes in your Greasefang deck. A foil Tenuous Truce. That the fact that it's foil might be pretty good because that's a commander deck card, which I think normally you don't get in foil. Yeah, normally you'd get it like this. Those might have only come from promo packs, I think. New Capenna promo packs. Okay, so we got extended, regular, and foil. Gideon Jura from M12. Not even a commander deck thing or whatever. It's kind of cool. It's another one of that card. Oh, Borderless Elspeth. Not Borderless Elspeth. This is a different Elspeth. From the Planeswalker deck. I gotta fix my pile. There we go. Okay, what's in this box? Sleeves. That's pretty cool, actually. Just a whole bunch of sleeves. These look like they're in pretty good shape. I can definitely see myself using those. I wonder, is that 100? It's probably 100 sleeves, right? Well, alright, so 4 sets of sleeves. What about this one? How to cast spells. We can learn how to do that. Willow Dusk. Oh, we got a bunch of the thick commanders. Okay, well, what's this though? Foil Deathreap Ritual is not bad. That's a good card. There's 3 of them there. This is foil gold uncommons. Foil Tainted Indulgence. Thrilling Discovery. Rip Apart's a pretty good uncommon as well, and Witherbloom Apprentice. Okay. Oh, some decent things in there, though. What's this one? Colourless and 3-color rares and mythics. Could be some good colorless stuff. Another solemn. I guess, yeah, I'll take it out. The solemn. There's a Mind Stone, sure. Blackblade, yeah. Sword of Vengeance, Solemn. Not Loxodon Warhammer. It's a Platoon Dispenser from the Brothers War. Jade Monolith. Redirect to yourself all damage done to any creature. Well, I'm sure a lot of people are very familiar with that card, but I haven't looked at it in detail, so I'll check it out. Banding. Give something banding. Weatherlight completed. A legacy weapon. A Pithing Needle. Hell Vault. That's cool. It's from Dark Ascension. Eugene. There he is. I think this card's really good. It's good for specifically the party thing, but in that deck it's awesome. A deck for the party mechanic. Here's a list version of the Hell Vault. Masterwork. Heart of Kieran. That card was massive in standard too. It's probably nothing now. We'll check. Elder Deep Fried. Jeskai Ascendancy is not bad. Are these all legend? Yeah, looks like these are all just legendaries. Okay, what do we got? Hinata. I have a Hinata deck. It's pretty good. Inquisitor Greyfax. There's a lot of these that I'm going to be uncertain about. Like this one, I'm sure it's like $1 or $2 at least. Nihilor, I don't know. I'll take out. Yeah, I mean, you got the... I'll probably just have to scan, like, this entire pile. Xander, Vadrock. Snapdax. Oh, a foil Kaimi token? That's probably good. It's a rare token. Kenrith. Zergo. don't know if you've seen the deck tech I made for Zergo, the All Wraths deck. It's fun for you. Oh, cool. Borderless foil Marchesa from Double Masters 2022. Alright, white creature rares and mythics. Oh, there's a Thalia there. That's alright. Keeper of the Accord was good for a bit. It's really come down, I think. Pristine Angel? I'll check it, actually. Same with Emiria Angel. There's a lot of white creature rare and mythics here. Seen lots of this thing. This was really good in Standard also. The Runarch Aspirant. Actually, I think that is still in Pioneer too. I probably went by a couple of them. With SRAM. This box back. This could be interesting. Land, rare and mythic. Although, maybe it won't be as interesting. I feel like it's probably mostly going to be like a bunch of temples and these kinds of lands. Yeah, they're in pretty much every commander deck. Tainted Wood. Bunch of exotic orchards. Spire of Industry is... I think it's a good card. Yeah, this wasn't as interesting as I was hoping, this box, but still. Got a bunch of rare dual lands. What about this one, which is unmarked? Okay, there are 0 cards in that because it's full of dice. Are there any cool dice? There's a lot of dice here. Let's take out the oversized ones. Ikoria, that one's cool. There's I see Lord of the Rings. Is that Lord of the Rings? No, that's Kaldheim. Zendikar Rising. Strixhaven. Throne of Eldraine. M20. My favorite core set. What's this? Orange? Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. We got Midnight Hunt. Modern Horizons 2. Probably Crimson Vow. Nope. M20. Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Alright, that's all the oversized ones. Oh, no, there's one more. Zendikar Rising. Tell me if any of those are particularly good. Well, some of them, some dice are, especially the oversized ones. I imagine probably the best one might be this Kaldheim one, just because it looks different. Let me know in the comments below. What's this box? A deck box, however, this is a Boulder deck box. This is exactly the ones that I like using for my decks, and I actually didn't have enough for all my decks, so that's kind of perfect. I will use this deck box. What's this? Narset. Narset's still good. Reconnaissance Mission's good. Invisible Stalker. Swords to Plowshares. Okay. Some good uncommons. Brave the Elements might be okay still. Circuitous Route's good. Nature's Claim's good. Kefness Monument. All the monuments are good. Palladium Mirror is okay. Prowler sounds good. Talisman, Signet, okay. There's lots of good stuff here. Soul Ring, Thought Vessel, dang. Belwar. Yeah, these are good uncommons. Carrick's Uprising, Beast Within, Rancor, all of these are good uncommons. This guy, Stormkilling Artist, yeah. Huh. Yeah, there's a decent amount of good stuff. By good stuff, I mean, like, you know, they're around $1 each. That was cool. In this deck box, I'm going to use that. Yeah, I'll separate that. Just, so I'm going to look for it. What about this one? Well, they're sleeved. Ornithopter of Paradise is not bad. So these are all foils, I guess? Foil commons and uncommons. This is a pretty decent card, Fountain of Renewal. Okay, so that was colorless. White, blue, black, red, green. Nope. Probably just in a different order. So foil commons and uncommons. Lunarch Veteran's good. It's probably a good foil. Especially because it's a double-sided card, so it doesn't curl, because both sides are foil. Cool. Gust Cloak Sentinel foil from Onslaught. Old school foils are sweet. That was pretty old, M10. Okay, this is blue. Fading Hope, that maybe it's still good, I don't know. It was probably just good because of standard. Cloud of Fairies and foil, though. Hero Amoeba. Witness Protection. Some red cards. Voldar and Epicure, that's good. Ancestral Anger and foil is probably alright. Hey, Kessig Flame Breather. That's a good card. Spikefield has. I like this card. I still play this. I think I play this as a one of in my Pioneer deck. It's good though. It's a burn spell on a land. Sometimes all you need is one more damage. That'll do it. It also relevantly exiles things if they die. You can get rid of some Cauldron Familiars with that. Alright, so these are the green ones. And it's just that. Reclamation Sage is playable, but it's kind of outclassed at this point. Black cards. Feed the Swarm. Well, because it's foil, we'll take it out. Otherwise, maybe not. Dread Return. Chainer's Edict. That's probably good. The borderless foil Chainer's Edict. I bet that's probably at least $2. Which sounds kind of funny to say, but we're going for quantity here. Blood Mountain. It's a good card. Has value. That actually, if you get the double feature version of that, it's pretty good. Red, rares and mythics. Comet Storm. Chandra. This Chandra is good. I played this in standard for a long time. Chandra here. Sarkin. Fires of Invention. It's a deck. Electro Dominance is pretty good too. Borderless Luca. That was a big card for a while. Yeah, I'll take it out, but it's being reprinted a few times. Chaos Warp, sure. Blood Sun. I don't know, maybe. Word of Seizing? Once again, maybe. Drakaseth is a good dragon. Runaway Steamkin. Robber of the Rich. It's a cool looking Grim Lavamancer. Dwarven Pony. Give a dwarf mountain walk till end of turn. I don't know. It's probably nothing anymore, but it was. I think it probably is still played in Pioneer, actually. Running Raptor. It's okay. That was a huge standard card once again. It's nothing now. It's reprinted in Commander decks, but first time printing in standard, that would have been a big hit. Squee. I don't know if that's one of the good squeeze. No. I've got 5 bundle boxes left. This one, okay, so these are more sleeves. Once again, I'll probably find a use for those. This is a nice color. It's like a very dark gray. This one's black. Some cards here. What are these? Mountains. Some kind of intro deck or something. This one is just empty. Alright. Well, we have a box, though. Okay, a bunch of 2-color rares and mythics. One of our blue-white ones here, I guess. Elminster? Yeah, that's cool. Blue-black. Baleful Strix. Still decent. I play that in my Sig deck, actually. I want to get the fancy one from Bloomborough. The Baleful Strix. Play that in my Sig deck, too. Undermine. It's perfect for it. Check that out, actually. Una? Maybe. We have red, black, or rather black, red. Whoa, surprised to see that in there too. It's nothing now really, but well, it's not nothing, but this one it was pretty hyped for a little bit. Shortly after it came out, actually, in Kamigawa. 2 Sigardas. Yeah. I think Catilda's okay, or maybe the other Catilda's better. I was super hyped about this card when it was spoiled from Dragon's Maze. I saw it as basically like a 5/5 flash for 4, which back then was quite good. And the thing with this was you could populate it also, and it has trample. It was good. People played this card, it just wasn't as... It didn't do as much as I had hoped it would. What about this one? Okay, that's also empty. We've got another box. And this is the other multicolored pairs. This is the last bundle box. Chase's been printed a bunch, but it's still a very good card. There's a Starion. etched, Asterian regular. Yeah, Extus. Oh, Vindicate. It's good. Whenever a creature opponent controls dies, that player loses 2. That seems good. On the commander deck there. The Warhammer one. Etched Vindicates. Black green. Is Dig Up still any good? We'll find out. Hopefully, because there's a foil one too. Willow Dusk. No, it's not Willow Dusk. It's the other card from this deck that is good. I forget what it's called. Maybe it's in here. Guillaume. Old Rutstein. And old Stick Fingers. Hiri. That's cool. It's pretty sweet art on that. I'm pretty sure these are kind of bulk, but they look cool. Baleful Strix. Simic Ascendancy, yeah. It's an alternate win con. People play it. I play it. Hey, Prophet of Krufix. Maybe it'll get unbanned, right? Okay, so that was the last bundle box. Then there's... let me show you. There's these boxes also. There's this thing. I don't think there's any cards in here because there are sleeves. There's a whole bunch of penny sleeves. There's $9 worth of sleeves. Probably more than $1 each now. Cool. I got sleeves. Should I do more or save more for... Well, so here's what I pulled out so far. I'm sure there's stuff in there that I missed that I'll get when I go through it again, but that's what I have now. I want to look through like at least one of these white common. Is there one that could be more interesting? Multicolored common and uncommon? Okay, let's try that. Multicolored common and uncommon, one of these big boxes. We'll start with the commons and then go to the uncommons. Multicolored commons. I gotta say, there's a lot of these cards. Like, a lot. Okay, so there's a section here of some colorless things. See, Arcane Signets and Mind Stones. Those are worth taking out. Any Signet, Dimir Signet, Arcane. Is there any more? No, just those few. I'm not going to take out the Commander Spheres. Okay, so kind of as expected, in the multicolored commons, there wasn't really a whole lot. There's some growth spirals. I'm not even going to take those out. Maybe in the uncommons, though, maybe something a little bit more interesting. We found a decent amount of colorless cards there, though, that are not bad. Some mana rocks. So we're looking at uncommons now. Probably a ton of charms from New Capenna. Yeah, lots of New Capenna stuff. And Wear and Tear. It's probably not as good as it used to be. Recto's Charm is good. Terminate? Okay, Terminate's still good. I think I passed by a whole bunch of D-Sparks in one of the other boxes. Rhythm of the Wild, that's good. That, yeah. A little bit surprised to see that one. I wonder if there's more. Looks like these are organized by color, so these are the Gruul cards here. Now we're into Boros. I think Colleen is good. When it enters, you make a treasure. Other creatures you control enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 for each mana from a treasure spent to cast them. But it's kind of, it's like similar to like a Rampant Growth, a 2-mana thing that ramps you, or like a Wily Goblin kind of thing. That's alright. Carter's good. As I was reading it, I realized it wasn't as good as I thought. Things like this I feel like have potential to be very good in the future. Oni Cult Anvil, they're just not there quite yet. I think my camera is running out of power. Yeah, it is. Okay, so in that case, I think I'm probably gonna have to end this section here, but what I will do is, so we've got about that much left of this box. I'm gonna take a closer look at these cards and do a recap for you like I like to do at the end of each of my videos. But we looked through like 19 of those. Still got all of this left, quite a lot. So what I'll do now is charge my camera a bit, take a closer look at these, and do a little recap for the things I pulled out from this section so far. Alright, I'm back. I've charged my camera. I took a closer look at the stuff that I pulled out, and I scanned up a bunch of it. I have some of the more interesting things laid out for you here. So, stuff that I scanned up came up to about $185 US by TCG Player. Mid pricing. So, technically, that pays for it already, but like as you can see, there are a lot of cards here, so it doesn't really, because those are very small amounts per card. But I pulled out some of the ones that are, you know, more than that. So there was the Dryad Arbor that I mentioned, which is currently the top find for this lot so far. Some cool things though, like Fountain of Renewal. You know, it's not huge, but a foil version of it in particular still pretty good because it's M19. That, I believe that's before collector boosters were a thing. So, you know, foils actually meant something. You know, some other cool stuff. Emiria Shepherd. Counter Squall is more than I thought it would be. You've got this Rhythm of the Wild. The Kaimi token. It's cool. It's one of these, you know, rare tokens. Got some other cool stuff here. I think this one is kind of neat. Just the, you know, the borderless foil Marchesa there with the cool art on it. The Richard Kane Ferguson art. But check this out, though. Got like 1 million mana rocks from Commander decks, Soul Rings, Arcane Signets, you know, Thought Vessels, Fellwar Stones, things like that. And I think we're going to find even more as we go through the collection. I'm pretty sure there are more in the lots. And this is, you know, it's cool to find these because, you know, Soul Rings being printed 1 million times, but despite that, it's still, you know, like a couple dollar card. So, you know, it has value. Arcane Signet, people will always need Signets and Thought Vessels and Fellwar Stones and whatnot. And then I'll just give you a quick look at some of the other things that I pulled out here. I tried to organize them by color. So, you know, just a quick fan through. You know, things where it's... Some people would say that these aren't really worth even taking out, but they're not nothing, and all of these small, like, I like this just because it's a cool old foil. Like, I'll hold on to that one because I like it. But these do add up. You know, you can buy list a lot of them for like, you know, 50 cents to $1 or something and make your value back that way. It takes effort, and, you know, a lot of people, maybe it's not worth the effort for them, but from what I've found, there are ways to make it worthwhile. So, you know, there's some decent stuff in here, like, you know, price. I was surprised at this one, Finned Horn Elves. It's just a common from Commander Legends, but it's like a couple dollars there for just the one. Pick Your Poison. It's a good common. Some other decent stuff here. Return of the Wild Speaker. It'll always be a good card. Nature's Claim. Bunch of Rancors. Beast Within. People always need Beast Withins. You know, lots of staples here. What else? I was surprised on Hull Breach. This is, I think there was at least one other Hull Breach that I left in there. I'll get it after, but that one actually has some value. These are just cool. They look awesome. There's a bunch of multicolored cards here. So this is all the stuff. Well, it's not all of it. This is the stuff that I pulled out, and then I tried to take out all of the actual bulk because there was a bunch of stuff where I wasn't sure if it was worth taking out or not. So I just took it out and I scanned it up, and for things that turned out to be actual bulk, then I didn't include them in this pile or the calculations. You know, Omnath's still good. Some other cool stuff here. I just like this one because it's from Dark Ascension. I'll hold on to that one as well. We got the Eugene there. I know it's Ugin. Palladium Mirror. You know, some good stapley lands, kind of those kinds of things. So that's kind of the stuff that I'm pulling out and looking for, and I feel like we're going to find a lot more stuff in the next part of this video because we have all of this stuff to look through. There's quite a lot of it. I'm pretty sure most of it's going to be commons and uncommons, but there can be lots of good commons and uncommons, so I'm pretty excited to look through the rest of this still. So that's going to do it for this part, though. If you're still watching, thanks for watching. It'd be cool if you can like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I'd encourage everyone to come join my Discord server. You can find a link to that in the video description below. In the video description, you can also find a link to my store, the Snug and Dave store, where you can buy custom playmats and tokens. And also, speaking of tokens, for patrons on the Token of the Month tier of my Patreon, as I mentioned before, this is the token that will get sent out to you for October. My shipment of tokens should be arriving in around a week or so, I think. So once that arrives, I'll get this sent out to you. But this is the token for October. So if you want to get this, you can follow my link in the video description to find my Patreon. You can join the Token of the Month tier, and every month you'll get a new foil token like this mailed out to you. This is designed by me and Snug the Amazing. And yeah, I think they're pretty sweet. These are the tokens that I like to use. But regardless of what tier you're on, I'd also like to thank all of the patrons that support me on Patreon. But otherwise, though, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.